Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and today we have a very, very awesome topic we're going to talk about. Would you rather go to a theme park in the freezing cold or the dumping down rain?
Huh.
And
interesting one.
It's a very interesting one. We don't even know which side we would choose. I know what side I would choose, but before we let you know what we would choose, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps our channel out. And we're going to dive into the pros and cons of both the rain and the cold, and then we'll tell you what we choose. So we got to fly because there's so much information about this, about what parks do during these different events, that we're just going to jump right into it. So without further ado, Battle of the Elements.
Braving the theme parks in the rain or the cold. So we have to define what do we mean by rain and what do we mean by cold. So this encompasses all the parks. So Walt Disney World and Universal, and I'm sure all of the other parks around the area.
Yeah.
So when we talk about rain, we talk about consistent, heavy rain, accompanied many times with thunder and lightning.
With lightning.
Okay, and you describe the cold.
Cold is going to cold is going to be anything below 40 degrees. And just to make it easier for us, we're not going to have snow or ice rain associated with it because that'd be cheating. So we're just going to say just a cold, gusty day, 40 degrees, maybe 35.
And for any of you, it means wearing heavier things than a sweater.
Yes.
Because everybody's temperature is different.
Jacket, yes, and jeans and whatnot. So let's move on. So Magic Kingdom.
Okay. So at Magic Kingdom, you're going to see a list of the rides that are not available in these rainy days. Can you imagine standing out there in the pouring down rain?
Yeah, we always do.
You have to wear ponchos.
You don't have to. If
Well,
you're Florida,
you should.
you don't
A lot of people do. What are some of the cons and pros of wearing a poncho?
Well, it gets sticky, it gets hot in the poncho.
It also, when you get on rides, you
Right.
could be sitting, even though you might be in an indoor ride, you're going to be sitting in a puddle because people are wet and the water drips down.
Sure. And these are all the rides that shut down when lightning happens. So just imagine, and when you're at Magic Kingdom, a lot of things shut down.
Okay. In Animal Kingdom, we have only like 4 rides, but then again, there aren't that many rides there. The other thing to consider too is when it's pouring down rain, where are you to get from ride to ride?
Yeah, it's a far walk. It's a far walk. But I will say that when we're talking about rain, some of the nice things is animals love rain. So when you're on safari, you could see a lot different animals during the safari.
I'm glad you brought safari up because if you see safari's not on here, even though it's an outside ride, it's because you're on a vehicle that is covered and it was meant to go in the elements.
And the safest place...
Except for lightning.
And the safest place that we all know when a lightning storm happens is in a car because you're surrounded by 4 rubber elements. Hollywood Studios.
Wow. There's a big list here. That's it.
Just Slinky Dog is down because that's the only outdoor roller coaster.
Yeah.
Huh?
So the majority, obviously 99% of what's going on at Hollywood Studios happens indoors. And again, think about if you are standing in line in the rain, you're going to be out in the elements. It's not a lot of coverage.
Yeah, most of the lines at Hollywood Studios are outside, so you could get a little wet. And then Epcot.
Again, only 1 ride there, Test Track. And that's for obvious reasons.
That's pretty crazy.
Your favorite?
Let's talk about Universal. So Rip Rocket is the only roller coaster that is outside at Universal, so it's kind of similar to Hollywood or MGM. But you got to walk pretty far to get to each and every ride, and when it's dumping down, it's maybe not the best walk. However, I will say if you get stuck at Universal, there's always bars to stop in to have an adult beverage. Moving on. This is actually Minion Mayhem, so Mom was...
It's an old picture, sorry.
So Mom actually was wrong. This is still Universal Studios, but she's talking about Islands of Adventure. So.
Sorry. My bad.
So what she meant to say was Islands of Adventure, Dr. Doom's, Hagrid's, the Hulk, and Velocicoaster is closed. Don't mind the picture in the background. That's still Minion Mayhem, which is actually still there. So you didn't get that wrong. It's just the wrong. It's just the wrong part.
Okay.
It's just the wrong
part. I'm not as familiar, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the cold, though? What about the cold, Mom?
I don't know. What about the cold? If temperatures are too low, the water rides and some of the regular rides at parks will close.
I mean, let's just be honest. Anything under 70 degrees, the water rides are closed. Let's be
and
honest.
native Floridians or people who have lived in Florida for a long time, they don't go near them anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
And non-water rides do not stop due to low temperatures. So, like log flumes, Splash Mountain, just because sometimes they do close if it's really, really cold, just because they don't want to staff it for very few people going on it.
Right.
So, would you rather go to the parks when it's raining or when it's cold?
Well, so I will say under the conditions of, I would always choose rain over cold. And the reason being is it empties the park out, because if it's raining, nobody likes to go to a theme park and walk in the rain. However, if there is lightning and thunder in the area with so many things shut down, it depends on what park you're going to. Because if I go to Universal, as you know, Rip Rocket is the only roller coaster shut down. So I would go there all day during lightning. I would run between the rides, jump on them, because you know nobody's going to be there because it's horrible.
But what happens when you run between the rides?
You get a little wet. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But on a cold day, people brave the cold, and then you go on. As you can see, there are a lot of indoor rides. They have to take their jackets off. Mm-hmm. And then it gets very hot if you keep them on. Mm-hmm. And then you just get sweat everywhere. It's disgusting. Give me rain all day.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
Whoa.
I'm agreeing
Mom
with you.
and son agree. Let's go.
And for the reasons that you just said. Because it really is. It does have a tendency to clear out the park, especially if the weather report is it's going to be lasting all day. A lot of times what you can do is, like I know when we go with our family, we look at, oh dear, the rain's going to be coming in at 2. Great, we're going to go in the park until 1, go home, take a little rest, then go back in around dinner time and miss the rain.
Right.
But some words of caution or words of advice, if you do plan on going in the rain, just make sure you're prepared. So your shoes and socks will probably get wet if it's a downpour. The parks have been known to have places specifically that flood. And you might not be able to get from point A to point B without walking ankle deep up into water.
So just be ready to get wet.
Just be ready. Yep.
Well, let us know what you think. What would you rather do? Go in the cold, go in the rain? Let us know in the comment section. Before we go, we got to hear the mom joke of the day, and I heard it is... Well, I haven't heard anything, so let's go.
Well, I gave you a choice, and you said to pick one, and you don't know the answer to either. So, why do mama kangaroos hate it when it rains?
Why do mama kangaroos hate it when it rains? I don't know.
Because the kids have to play inside.
Because the kids play inside because they're in the pouch.
You got it.
Very
you're
good.
Smart.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Well, hey, thanks so much for stopping by.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.